So the nervous system is essentially the gate between internal and external, between mind and body, between self and other, all of these dualities, right? When we talk about duality, the nervous system is the bridge, it's the gateway. And for a lot of people who experience trauma, that bridge feels like a cage. It feels blocked, right? Like relationships feel blocked. If we talk about past and future via present, there's not a sense of presence. There's a blockage in presence between past and future. There's not a sense of growth. There's not a sense of intimacy between mind and body in the space between. So the between is missing. The space in the middle, that's neither this nor that, that space of unknowing fullness, presence is missing, right? Or at least it's become obscured by the trauma. The trauma is a psychological imprint, which also carries with it a physiological state. But the nervous system is essentially the part in the middle. It's like the channel, it's the conduit. So when you look at poets like Rumi, I always quote this because I just love it. I'm going to misquote it. Out beyond ideas of right doing and wrong doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. And something like, when the soul lies in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. Something like that. To me, that's just the essence of presence. And presence is the hallmark of a nervous system that's really healthy. A really healthy nervous system, body-mind, one word. The psychology doesn't have to be anywhere that the body's not. Psychology is the body. They collapse, it's one, it's unity. So the bridge is open and there's a collapsing into unity. Carl Rogers, in a nervous system free of any process of distortion, information passes through the body effortlessly. Another butchered quote. The idea is essentially a healthy nervous system allows life to pass through without a process of distortion, to see things as they really are, perhaps to use a Buddhist term, to see things as they really are, to not have imprints laid upon the fabric of reality, which prevent you from seeing what is by casting shadows. Like my hand, if I got under this skylight, put my hand up there or here. See, you can't really tell. It's a very well diffused light. Things cast a shadow. When there's an imprint, when there's a psychological form, a mind form, in the way of clear view, clear mind, it casts a shadow. It's by clinging to the thought form that the shadow is created. And when there's no clinging to a thought form, there is no psychological shadow. And the shadow isn't dark because we don't have an idea of light and dark. I'm riffing. This might seem like a bit random. It might seem a bit hard to follow. That's all good. It's just the style of the video today. It's just where I'm at. Been writing some long cohesive emails and I'm sick of being super detailed. But in essence, a nervous system that's functioning well is adaptable, it's pliable. The person that nervous system belongs to doesn't know themselves as a thought. They are busy embodying themselves as an experience, and the emerging present moment now experience is so rich that their most authentic self is also the least familiar self and also the most safe self. So security comes through spontaneity and through not knowing what is going on, because as you live, you are unknowing, releasing the mind, and you're met with the fullness of what actually is. And in the fullness of what is, combined with the lack of gripping, there's an immense creative swirl. And in that creative swirl, things arise naturally based on the most harmonious way for energy to pass through the nervous system. And the nervous system is like a river or a mycelial network. It explores, it affords itself space. Just so beautiful, so beautiful. You know, the wisdom traditions and all of that, you know, they're all applied neurology in a sense. They're applied neurology. It's about how to drive the car, how to maintain the car while driving. And a lot of the modern thought is more about the mechanisms, opening the hood. What's that? What do we call this? What do we call that? Okay, we're going to name this, we're going to name that, we're going to name. But there's something lost because there isn't this sense of, well, how does it feel to drive it and what is it? And there's a lot of thinking and labeling, and as soon as we label things, we actually slow them down. It's really cool that we create these structures of understanding, but they're secondary overlays to the reality of inhabiting and really, really, truly, truly knowing. And at the end of the day, I actually think that that's what a lot of us are craving. More than we need more information. We are the system that we're studying, so we need to unknow and let it go. And that, ironically, it's like whatever you give away, you can have. If you want to get something, give it away. If you want to feel rich, then give to those around you. If you want to feel loved, then love. Common sense is not the way life tends to work. Anyway, don't want to ramble on too much more. Just thought I'd start uploading some YouTube videos again. Going to be doing a lot more coaching through Baseline this year. Baseline is my program to help you increase your nervous system's capacity to turn distress into eustress. So stress is stress, right? It's neutral. Distress is suffering. Eustress is, what's eustress? It's growth. So how you transform distress into eustress is how you transform suffering into growth. How you transmute suffering, which is the whole fucking game of life. And my program shares physical, emotional, mental, relational practices to help you do that, to access more presence, to access a more comfortable, capable body, so you can give your stuckness and your thought forms a rest, and you can create a degree of separation from that with more embodiment and allow things to naturally fall away and be replaced by what's most present for you, and allow yourself to emerge from inside yourself, to create cooler things, to feel calmer, to feel clearer, to feel more connected. So if you're interested in that, go to attuned.space. All right, much love. I'll speak to you guys soon.